everybody is well. Today I want to talk about whether God is or God isn't. You know, I know it seems like a very simple concept, but really start thinking about how you pick and choose God at different situations in your life, and whether or not you believe God is present throughout your life and for everything in your life. Because if you truly believe that there is a God and that God controls every part of your life, then it kind of answers a whole lot of questions, especially that fear part that we were just talking about. I just had a conversation with someone, and they were making some changes in their life, and they said, well, I'm going to take that chance. And so I looked at them and I said, you're not taking a chance. If you believe that God is in every part of your life, then you're not taking a chance. You're just following what you believe is God's will. So I sat down there and talked to him a little bit longer. And all the signs were there for that person to make that change. So I said, well, you're not taking a chance at all, because it sounds exactly like you're doing God's will. So if you're doing God's will, you're not taking a chance. And you should have saw just their posture and just their whole being. They kind of relaxed. They sat back and they were like, that's right. I said, there's no stress. If you're doing God's will, then there is no stress. The only thing that you're going to be concerned about is, what is God's will? Is God's will for you to, because of that chance, to succeed, or for it to turn out how you want it to? That's the only thing. And that's why I always keep coming back to, if we believe that God is present in every part of our life, and we believe that God is, then a lot of the stresses that we have can be eliminated. Now, of course, we're human, and we're going to have our faults, and fear is going to creep back, and all that is going to happen. That is true. But practicing how we see things and how we interpret things will make a huge difference. So, by believing that God is in every part of your life, then it will eliminate a whole lot of stresses. Because now, what happened, say, for this person, is this person doesn't have as much fear, have as much stress, knowing that, God is in control of this, and this is what I know that he's supposed to do. Remember, those messages will come. And when you get those I know moments, I don't know about anybody else, but there's certain times where you just know. You're like, I know this is what I'm supposed to do. And those I know moments, you follow. And and they're comfortable because it's in God's will, and you don't have to worry about a whole lot of things. So I think today is just sitting back and really thinking, okay, either God is or God isn't. It's either one. Like, again, we like to stand on that fence. I think we even talked about it earlier. And I bring it back up again today because, especially when dealing with fear, I mean, once that person realized that God is in every part of that life, that fear diminished. I could see it on his face, and I was like, you're not as afraid, huh? It's like, you know what, I'm really not. So what combats fear, or the greatest weapon against fear, is faith. What fear starts to erode is faith, if we let it. But if we believe that God is, then that faith won't stop us. That fear won't stop us from doing what we're supposed to do. So today, God is everything in every part of your life. So, and remember, God doesn't make too hard of terms of doing what he wants us to do. All we're required to do is just put forth the effort. That's it. Just put forth the effort. And we let God handle the results. Don't stress today. God is. Do the best you can. Let God handle the results. All right. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.